Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Abaya Buff in the DC Church. Coming at you, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem Kadash. Yahweh being the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah being whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Ba'Shem meaning in the name, recall meaning spirit, Kadash meaning holy. Alright, these are the names and the powers that I come to you in order to profess the 100% truth and Lord's will seal the elect's faith. Right? Shanya Kabaga, well, Rakaz, Quayun Alba'ith, meaning double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS in these times, whom the Heavenly Father had enlisted the 100% truth to, right? And Shalom, Barakum, Labakan, Shiyasha. Peace and blessings be upon the elected the nation of Israel, and to the men out there that's pushing this word of sincerity and truth to you, I say Shalom, wa Barakum, Ma'atham. Peace and blessings be upon you. Now, you know, this kind of going to be a land back off the Shah Shamwala from the DC Church. You know, I just watched this video, and he was just talking about the Watchman, you know, and I just kind of was going over some thoughts in my mind about being a watchman and, you know, our profession and our craft, and I just wanted to give some more detail on it, you know, and sometimes we may undermine how important it is for us to take care of ourselves so that we're taking care of the next man. And the estate that you're in directly affects the body of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And what tells you that is Romans the 12th chapter, where it tells you that we are all members of one body, all right? And we all being members of that one body have different offices, okay? Now, you got to think about it as if it's a business. If the financial department of the office or of the business is not functioning properly, and they're not doing things that are profitable for the company to continue in its profit, all right, and continue in reaching profitable milestones, the business is not going to flourish, all right? But the one thing about Yahweh Shemel Shah's business is that it's going to flourish regardless of if you're a part of it or not. And if you're the reason that's causing all of the spiritual mishap, and if you're the reason that's causing the financial upsets, you know, metaphorically, to that business, you're then going to be housed, okay? Now, with that being said, we all bear a responsibility in the truth. And we all have a gift in an office in the truth and in the body of Yahweh Ba'Shemel Shai, right? Being the fact that we do, there's a subset of responsibilities that we need to carry out from week to week, day to day, month to month, year to year, right? So it is imperative for us to make sure that we are doing our part and pulling our weight, essentially. And really, that starts internally. That starts internally. If your body and your vessel is not in an upstanding position to uphold the righteousness and the level of wisdom in which the Heavenly Father has given you, the Lord is going to then take that away from you and give it to somebody else. So this is sheer admonishment to let you know that whatever it is that the Heavenly Father has you doing, you have to make sure that you continue in those endeavors. Of course, we fall short, but we understand that. But the thing is, even within the midst of us falling short, we can't pity ourselves. We don't have the time to pity ourselves. Well, you know, brother, I failed so many times and I just can't get it right. Bro, we get it, man. Your sorrows are sometimes going to pull you into that level of deep sadness. It is inevitable. You know, and I even myself, you know, I had a kind of like a epiphany. I was driving home one day and I just thought about it. I'm like, damn, you know, all the relationships, whether it be platonic or whether it be a sexual relationship, I'm like, every single last relationship that I've had in the past failed. And that shit brought me the highest level of sadness ever. I'm like, damn, am I a bad person? I start questioning myself. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, is it me? Did I do something wrong? What the fuck am I doing wrong that's causing all of these relationships to fail? Even my friendships. And then I thought about it, you know, and I was wallowing in the sorrows of that. And I was beating myself, you know, beating myself up in my counsel, in my own mind. And I just, I later on this week I read Wisdom of Solomon, the 9th chapter, and it said that the earthen vessel weigheth down the mind, or weigheth down the spirit. So, although that was the thoughts that I had to come to a point in the midst of all of that, in the midst of thinking these things, and realize, hey, yes, it's partially you, but primarily it's the world. And this is the depth of a prophet. This is what comes with the territory of of earnestly seeking the kingdom of heaven. You are going to be forsaken by many, and the closest to you. And to be real with you, the closest man to you, or the closest woman to you, could be your worst enemy, and will be your worst enemy, man. We're not in the business of building sustainable relationships outside of the truth. It's just not a thing that we can acquire. Now, there are some here and there, within everything there is balance, but even within building a sustainable relationship with a woman or with someone outside of the truth, which is very, very, very volatile, there's a lot of stipulations that come with that. Jake want to be a husband man with a whole bunch of kids and a wife at home and so on and so forth. Bro, that shit feel good. She at home taking care of the house. You come home, it's food cooked. She give you a box whenever you need, get you out the way. You know what I mean? Handle all of your sexual endeavors. It sounds cool, but at the same time, that comes with the big caveat. Jake may be in that position, but then it got to be subject to being monogamous. And this woman, the Lord may take the spirit off his woman to actually be able to want to share him. But you're not going to ruin a good thing. So sometimes you may have to accustom yourself to that lifestyle. That's what comes with the territory. But then you also have the other lifestyle, which is the other extreme, where you don't have a wife and you do have kids. But you can't see your kids. But the Lord has set you free from all of that. But you don't have that fostered love from somebody, or you don't have that person that you can actually foster that love or harbinge that love into. But then again, bringing myself back to the main point. Within all of that, really building sustainable relationships start within the truth and end within the truth, to be honest, man. Oh shit. Yeah, bro. Because as much as we love, the woman that we're with, or the children that we have, or the family that we have, those things they hold a lot of volatility. It's here today and it's gone tomorrow. It's nothing for the Lord to put spirits on the motherfucker and they do things that aren't profitable to you. Happened to Job, happened in every other man in the Bible that was written aforetime for us to learn from, right? So, coming back to the central point, which is, this is all a part of the job description of being a prophet and being a watchman. The things that you do and the things that you indulge yourself in and you enthrall yourself in is important to the body because you are a part of the body. So if you have bad habits, you have to make sure that you're actually doing things to countervail, excuse me if I use the wrong term, but to counteract that detrimental act. Because keeping yourself in good standing, whether it be health, whether it be mind, primarily spirit, of course, and finances. We can't forget finances. And hey, bro, this is a two-edged sword because sometimes I spend frivolously. and never know, hey, the man next to me may need that 20, and that 20 may preserve him, you know? But the fact of the matter is, keeping tabs on those aspects of your life is our job. Like, we don't have a choice. We are required to make sure that those aspects of our lives are in good standing from day to day as much as we possibly can, because we are a part of something that is bigger than ourselves. Therefore, we have to make sure that we're suitable for that body. Okay? If you want to do more for the body, be a watchman, be a prophet, and be a man who's able to take care of the flock of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, really taking care of the flock starts internally. That's the most primary aspect of tending to the flock, is making sure, am I suitable enough to even be around the flock? Do I have the tendencies to actually lead the flock? These are questions that you need to ask yourself in examination to make sure that you're appropriate enough to do the job in which the Heavenly Father has bidden us to do. Okay? So just be it in mind. But this is all a part of the job description of a watchman, you know? And this is what we all signed up for. And once you're done, and once you're done keeping tabs on yourself and examining yourself, making sure you're suitable enough to tend to the flock, that's when you actually put the effort into, tending to the flock and doing your part and your bidding. Okay? Making sure you're feeding the flock with lessons, making sure you're edifying the flock with lessons, making sure you're being charitable to the flock. All right? And charity comes in many different ways, but this is all a part of the description of a watchman. Making sure you're warning the flock. And the warning don't necessarily always have to be, America's about to be destroyed tomorrow. The warning could be internal things. Yo, brother, I see that your spirit is off. What is it? What's going on? Yo, brother, I see that you're indulging yourself in too much of this. What the hell is going on? Are you okay? How can I help? How can I assist? That is charity. That is the form of charity in which the Heavenly Father requires from us too. $20 ain't always going to help a brother's life be preserved. You need to give him traits that will actually help him be a fisherman and not just a consumer. Okay? We put a fishing rod in the brother's hand and tell him that, look, this is how you fucking go fishing. So you ain't got to always depend on the body, the body to pull you out of these ruts that you put yourself into. You got to go out there and fucking work and get it yourself. And I had to learn that the hard way too. I'm always broke. Then I'm looking over to the church. Well, I gotta pay this bill. Well, why the fuck you ain't prioritize paying that bill before you went to go spend that money on them jeans or whatever else you went to go put your money toward, man? You going out on eating food all exquisite and shit. Why you ain't prioritize your bills? Your bills are a necessity. That needs to be paid regardless. We all got a job. We all got an occupation. It's an order that we are supposed to have a job. By the Apostle Tahar. You ain't got a job, bro. Uber. You gotta have some. If you don't work, you're not going to eat. That's a part of being a watchman too. But we all want to be in a position where we're able to actually give back. And that's what we're striving for. But furthermore, Salat. Furthermore, we just want to make sure that we're doing our bidding and our part as attending to the flock, man, And that comes in all aspects. Charity, being attentive, really looking after your brother, not babying, not fathering, but brothering. You know, just being a genuine brother. You know, that don't mean I'm holding your hand. That don't mean that I'm picking you up and I'm pulling you to the finish. I'm picking you up and throwing you to the finish line. No, that means I'm gonna give you the necessary tools in order for you to get up and stand on your own 2 fucking feet and walk toward that finish line, man, and run toward that finish line earnestly. And I expect you to do the same for me. You know? So that's really the main point, Akim. You know, I pray that you are edified through this epistle. I give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Shema, Shai, by Shimmer, Kokadash, and Yakabaka, Wada Rakaz, Queen, Naba, Wa Shalom, Wabba Rakim, Lava Karn, Shia Shal. Until next time, Akim, I say Shalom.